Online Learning Center. So agenda of the day is CSS. Today we will see the CSS and basic of the CSS. So let's the agenda in mind and let's start the today's journey. So in the CSS, what we are going to cover? We are going to cover introduction of CSS, a skeleton of CSS, basically what is the syntax, how to write the CSS, types of CSS, basically inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS, a multi-level style sheet. Basically, how can we, what happen when we inline CSS and internal CSS both at a time? So how it's happen, and selectors. So selectors is also important. So that should be help in the later stages. Okay. So let us start first things introductions. So basically, what is CSS? CSS is basically a language, how the HTML, how Hindi and English. So what is do? Language which used to make the web page stylish and colorful. So meaning like any HTML, we have already know the HTML. HTML given the forms inputs and all. But when we need stylish or colorful, that part coming from the CSS. Let us see an example like our containers pages. See all the colors, right? All these colors, all the CG4 colors, stylish, these all the things come from the CSS. So that part we, if we want to do any stylish part or color part, any modification, size depends upon the mobile, the all things coming from the CSS. Okay. So basically CSS is this. CSS is work on the top of the HTML code. So inside the HTML code only we will write the CSS code. So there is a two way to write the CSS, either be in the HTML code or JSP code or AngularJS code, we can write the CSS, or from the HTML code, we can refer the on file, there we can write the CSS code. Okay. In general, CSS we can put in a header part. So already we know in any HTML document, head and body, in general, head part contain the CSS. Hope is clear. Let us understand with syntax or how the skeleton of the CSS. Suppose you have to write any color for the any elements. Elements, you understand HTML elements. So how to write the CSS code? So already I told any HTML code first should be the doc type. So doc type, then HTML, HTML start, HTML close, head and body. Inside the head, in general, inside the head, we are writing the CSS. Either we are explicitly write the CSS code or we have to refer the CSS. So how will we write the CSS? We have to give the reference of the style sheet and this href. Href is style.css we are mentioning here. So I am mentioning here, but we can give the path. How to give the path? You can understand easily. So let us understand with an example. So when I run, so I have already some example. I am running any CSS. So when we running, what happening? This is rendering this when we run, when this snapshot of the code run, what happened when we browser read these styles, what happened when we run html load inside the HTML we are writing the style sheet. So that is also run. So this style sheet or CSS, what it will do, it will pass the information to HTML and DOM basically, and that will be run the, that will be render in the browser. So how we are rendering in the browser? Same in the browser page also. Every HTML page may contain a CSS, may not contain the CSS. If CSS contain, it should be render with the browser. So it depends upon the browser. Some of the browser accept some of the CSS file or some of CSS attributes, some of the not attributes. So we understood how to write the CSS basically in the header part. Okay, so let us consider any file containing 10,000 line or 6,000 line, that doesn't matter, but position should be more or less same. Okay, but what is the best practice? We have to give a reference of the third party file, and there we have to mention the CSS. That is the best practice. Okay, now we understand, we let us understand with an example. So how, what is the syntax for CSS? So any CSS, how it's mentioned and all. Okay, so let me open this example. Okay. Just fine. So we have already, we understand that any HTML have a doc type, then HTML, then head and body. So in general, what we have to do, we have to write the CSS in the head part. Okay. So now I have one P tag. P is a paragraph type. Welcome to CG for all. So this P is referring to this element. So how to write? So in general, we have to start style and close style. This is the one of the way to present the CSS. Later state we understand what is the types of CSS, then we understand that. So now this element referring this color. Okay. So what is P? So basically any CSS code in general have two part. One is declaration and one is what is the referring element, right? So we are referring to P. So this P started and P closed. Okay. So this P is a element that should how the P syntax or color is there, how this should be see that we can handle by the CSS. Okay. Let us understand with an example. We will run this example. So this is the P. So basically P is a selector. Any CSS having two part, P selectors and declaration. So P is referring to this element. So P is called selectors and this start bracket end bracket. This is called declaration. Any CSS having two parts, selectors and declarations. Hope is clear. So when we run this, so P is telling like color is red. So when we run this, already we run. So when we refresh this page, see, welcome to CG4 in the red color. So till now we understand how that what is the syntax for CSS. Clear? So CSS have two parts. Hope is clear. Now what is P? P is a selectors and every declaration having two. So declaration is a this is the declaration. So declaration with the key value pair. Okay. Declaration with the key value pair. So same thing we mentioned. So one is having property, one is value. So what is the property? In our example, we are using the color because we need the color and this should be value. So no need to give more space. So in a one element may contain more than one declaration. So we can add with the separated with the semicolon. Clear? Okay. Let's go to the next section. Now we will till now we understand what is the CSS and how is rendered to the browser and how what is the syntax for the CSS. Now how many ways we can write the CSS? So basically we have three types of CSS: inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. So we will understand one by one. First is inline CSS. Inline CSS basically in a single line, any element, suppose we have an element. So the element need any specific color, any specific attribute, a specific text size. So then we will use the inline color. So the inline CSS is the most powerful than the others. If we have the same CSS available in the internal or external, inline should be overridden. We like a local variable, local method. So unique style in a single element. So any element we need the unique style, that is we can handle with the inline CSS. Now override the other CSS already we told. Now let us understand with an example. Inline CSS, inline HTML. Already I run. So to saving the already we know HTML. So we generally this is the body. So inside the body we have font. One font. Here we are mentioning color is equal to red. Okay. So inline CSS not have the selectors and declaration within the element we are defining. Okay. Inline CSS not have that syntax, little different. But let us consider it's an attribute which having name and value. Okay, this is the attribute. What is the attribute we have and this is value. Okay, hope is clear. So only you understand like so. Here we understand that declaration, properties and value. What is the color property and value? So inline CSS basically having only this property and value. Okay, so let us run this. So kind of that if any particular element only needs to add the color, we can add with the inline CSS. Let us run this and let's see CG4 in the red and this should be in blue. Inline C. When we run this, it should be rendered to the browser. Okay, it's red and blue. So kind of that this is called inline CSS. Go to the next section. Inline CSS. Next is internal CSS. Internal CSS is basically if the HTML file or AngularJS file, within the file we are defining any corresponding style sheet for any element, that is called internal CSS. An internal style sheet may use within a single page have the unique style sheet within the page. Internal style are defined within the style element. We can define within the style element. Inside the head section we can have a page. In general we are defining in the style. Let us understand internal CSS with an example. If you have any doubt, if you're not understanding, please ask me. Okay, till now here clear? Till that?
One doubt. Can a HTML page have both internal and inliner? I mean,
Yeah, it's there. That should be possible.
okay.
Okay, yeah. But if suppose same color is there, if the same element have internal as well as inline, then inline should be more powerful. Okay, that should be the
Yes,
overridden
yes.
value.
It's at local level. Yeah.
Yeah, local level, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So now we will understand with an example of what is internal style sheet. Yeah. So so we have a h1 element. So this h1 element we are referring. So this is the selector. This is we have declaration. Inside the declaration we are defining the color and so like a properties we have a one value, text color and value. So this we are defining. So this is like a style. So we have but this internal css we are defining inside the HTML page. So when any CSS defining within the HTML file is called internal CSS. So let's run this run and see. When we run, we have got the output. Okay. So if put the red and refresh, we can see the difference. So you have to do the practice, then should be clear. This is the basics for the CSS. Now next is external CSS. So external CSS is basically we are not explicitly using any CSS code inside the HTML or AngularJS file. We are referring the file from the HTML file. There we are mentioning the and in as per the standard we have a CSS folder. There we are keeping all the CSS file. We are referring the file from our HTML code. Okay, in the external style sheet we are providing the external css provide the part to css. In general we are providing the path as follow. Oh, that is a syntax to provide. Already we see, we will see once again with an example. And suppose we are taking an external file of css, how to save this file with an example .css extension. That should be basics. Now this is a very best practice to use the external css. So what is the advantage for the external CSS? So suppose suppose we have a JSP file. Sometimes what happening, we are writing all the CSS and JavaScript in the same JSP file. File size is more. So some of when the file is loading to the server, sometimes what happen giving the error. So suppose this is a very legacy code and you are writing a JSP. Let us understand this. When we are giving the advantage of this external CSS, I will explain you this example. Okay. Now first we understand what is the basic of external CSS. Okay. So while should be HTML file. So we should not override a space between. So properties and value we should not keep a space. That's fine. So first we understand a basic example of external CSS. Okay. Now, so we have already told we have to give a reference. So in general we are giving from the head. So 10, 20 or many library of the CSS we have to give bootstrap. So we have giving the reference. So what the reference is style sheet. We have to make relationship is style sheet with this file. We have to save. So if we are not giving any path, this file should be in our same directory. I am not giving any path, then we are giving the style.csv in the same file. So now, so we are giving a class. This class should be wherever we are talking to anyone, right? Suppose I'm talking to you, we need your name to call you. Same way, when we go to this file, right? Inside the file containing many CSS elements, inside that which class you are referring. So we are referring from this title font. So this name only we are referring. So first what we have to do, first we have to create a file style.css in the same folder, and then we have to create a class. Now let us see how it is. So we have already created style.css. Inside the style.css we are mentioning, so in basically it's a class name with, then we have to use the dot because it's referring with the class name. When we are going to cover selector separately, I will explain you where we have to use the dot, where we have to use the hash and other selector representation. Now you understand when we referring the class name with the dot title font. So what is the CSS or styling we need for that particular element we are mentioning over here? Background color, font size, color, or the things we need. These attributes, while practicing, you will understand better. So many attributes is there in the CSS and HTML also. So how you are practicing, how can you have to familiar? But concept is this much only. Now, so we have already taken an HTML file. We are refer that HTML file to CSS file, and we have defined the CSS. Let's run and understand. So what all the attributes we are mentioning here? Let us small this. So what we are mentioning? Font size is 30. This font size is 30. Color is red. Color of the what the text we have is red, and background color is blue. Background color is blue. Same we are representing. Means what we are code is written is working perfectly. Now we have to see the advantage of external CSS. First advantage, maintenance is what is meaning of maintenance. Suppose we are working in any website or any projects. So there is a thousands of file and one file containing 2000 3000 line. So that time very difficult to find which element we have to check. So if we have a separate file, so it's very easy. So JSP having this CSS, so very easy to find where we have to do the modification. So if we have a separate CSS file, let us open the notepad and explain you. So let us consider this JSP file. This JSP file containing 6000 lines. In general, we are not keeping, but let us consider legacy code. And this CSS file have some CSS code, JavaScript code, and all that code. So if we have a separate CSS file, then when we have to know, oh, this CSS file, then we have easy to find the CSS and modify the changes. It's clearly is very simple. If the same JSP or HTML were mentioning the CSS code also, very difficult to find. And suppose the same CSS class reflecting to other classes also, and we are referring from there, they're very difficult to find. So what is the best way? Till that we have to take the external file and do. So that is called maintenance is easy. Now, next point. External CSS. This point, right? So now what happening basically sometimes, let us open there. So let us consider sometimes what happen, we have a JSP file, and in a very old legacy application is there, we have 6000 lines of 5000 lines of code of the JSP. Inside the 5000 lines, 500 JS code. This is HTML code. HTML, and inside the and 500 Java code. Java code also in JSP is there, Java code, and JS file and 500. When this file sometimes load is giving sometimes some problem, because number of lines is also an issue. So when we using the Sonar, we have restrict all that, but let us consider we are not implementing Sonar in our project, and we have 5000 some lines of code. What we have to do, we have to modify this file. So that time what we have to do, we have taken external CSS file, move all the CSS file to your CSS from HTML file to CSS file. So when we doing all that modification at the last, so better we have to take the external file and keep practicing this, and it's not take much time also. Hope is clear. Now external file till that is clear. So in the next section we will see the multiple CSS, how it will work, and selectors. So till that is clear.
Yes. One doubt. Why do we use title font?
No title, so no, it's a name only. It's not like a title for, it's a name. So many attributes is there, right? So it's a name. The name should be mentioning.
Okay.
One second. But that the same name is, so this title font is in like a name. What the class name in the your HTML?
Okay.
The same name, so same class name. So that day we discussed when talking to HTML, right? We have a ID, an element. Any element we have to mention the name and ID. Same way we have to use the class. That class is using the selectors for the CSS. Okay.
Okay.
So hope is clear. So when we covering the selectors, you will understand so more in the clear and depth. So do the practice and do not forget to subscribe our channel via the social media. And if you have any doubt, feel free to drop a mail, call us. Thank you. Let me stop the video and you have more doubt, we will